今天吃东西我不想看价钱，今天我买东西不想看价钱，这样就请你做工也不要看时间 ，OK？ 你今天如果你 expect 10点到7点、9点到5点 ，I'm so sorry， 你看东西就是看10块、20块、100块。
This sounds a bit like how you train a dog.
Yes, humans are not that different from dogs. We are always setting the goal too high at first, and we get disappointed. Once we get disappointed, we don't feel good. And we don't feel good, demotivated, leads to disinterest. When it disinterests, we will totally lose the commitment. So it's very important to celebrate small success first.
比如讲我要叫这一辆 Lamborghini Huracan， 我会在 online 找它的那个 manual book， 然后看它的 parts based on 我的 sales target。我买到2粒螺丝，我打勾，到最后完成到一辆车的一个出来的概念。所以我很 appreciate whatever I have now。这个东西不是1年的，可能是一个5年的一个 dream board，but 一个 piece by 一个 piece 做到的时候，你的成就感是很不一样。
What's up, everyone? It's episode 9. Wow, it's been this long span of time, right? I only managed to do 9 episodes. I think it's about 3 months already, almost 3 months. And I've been so busy to even think about, it's already the mid of January. I don't have time to even think about this thing called the New Year's resolution. Ever since I was young, I always make small resolutions like, I'm gonna save about like 500 ringgit this year. Last time that was my goal. And so this year last year, continuing to now, which is the middle of January, I'm too busy to even think about this. So I have 3 guests, my favorite guests, to help me think about this shit. So first of all, it's always a pleasure to have Josh. Josh is always,
Hello.
He says he's unfortunate to be here the last episode.
Again, it's still unfortunate.
But because he's old and wise, we need him here. So he's crucial to the whole podcast.
That's the wrong word.
The wise guy on the phone, bro.
Oh, sorry. Okay, next one we have William. William is the guy who is the most handsome. I think he might be the most handsome millionaire in 2024. You believe that?
And also 2025.
He believes himself, okay. So that's why I'm not sure.
And our new guest today we have Dan. Tall and handsome dude.
No, the handsome one is here.
No. This handsome millionaire of 2024.
So I'm not the millionaire lah. Soon.
Very soon.
Very, very soon.
Okay, cool. How do we address you? Should we do it the whole introduction?
What introduction?
No, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Mr.
Shit.
Okay, you don't have to speak Chinese or English.
You can mix.
Mix ah.
可以讲吗？
Anything.
I 敬重啊 the person 敬重啊 I speak Chinese.
Vietnamese also can, which you are the best.
没有 sense. Okay, very simple stuff. Today we're talk about New Year's resolution and power of influence. I believe first of all, when it comes to New Year's resolution, right, it should be made 2 months before the New Year, right? What do you guys think? Is that how it should be, or is like, now it's the New Year, it's January, let's think of something. What do you think? Do you think
For me it's like my own experience and my own behavior I mean. Always is like December. During the December, I already notice that the next year what I'm gonna do. Okay, next year what I'm gonna do. Like example, this year, like 2024, right? So one of my resolution, I think, the discipline. Because I'm the person that is very, very lazy, 很懒惰. So I like, always sleep until like 11, 12, and I always drink, I always feel like tired. So this year, although I think it's not possible lah, I try my best lah, not to sleep too late lah, not to sleep too late lah, 早一点早睡早起啦，
这个是你的 New Year resolution?
One of you're talking about yourself or your friend?
Oh no, our friend. The name we start with the J. Of course, it's not Lin Junjie and Zhou Jielun something lah. I know.
Really tag him here.
Attack.
You should invite him next time see what he's got to say or to defend himself
Make sure I'm here next time, so we can confront. This is one of my resolution.
To wake up early and sleep early. That's your New Year's.
Yes. Because this I think is like one of my this resolution.
Is it because you drink too much? Like because every time you go to the club or the pub, you usually go to a club, right? So you
yeah.
eat until like 2, 3. The last time we're at
More like 4-5, I think.
4-5.
Yeah.
Because I left.
Some night. Or well, even straight to the office sometimes.
Usually when we wake up, he go home.
I was at, I think, ended at 3 a.m. And then you are still here with 2 other new girls, I think.
I think not only 2 lah.
No, only 2
I think 5 to 6 lah. 5 to 6 lah. One I think it's 5 to 6 lah. Okay. So yes, it's one of my resolution lah. One of my resolution. No, this I hopefully this year I able to make it lah.
Make it.
Hopefully lah, because I already not that young. I scared my Cantonese lah. Yan lo ke hei wai ah. So you don't ask me about this because this I think Josh is experience.
Experience.
Yeah.
Oh.
Experience.
Experience and
Because it's 最老的那一个。
但是 Josh 不喝酒啊？
啊？
但是 Josh 不喝酒。
他是在嘲笑着我不喝酒的经常哦，就是没有喝到哦。
就好像我的朋友有 McLaren 有了这样的感觉哦。
上一集那个。
上一集的男嘉宾啊，
上一届男嘉宾啊，
哦，男嘉宾bro，
听说他的车在练力哦。
对，
听说啦。
听说
burn 啊。
Okay. So back to that 啦 resolution 啦，so 那个是我的愿望啦。I hope can make it，因为我30岁了，我样子不像 right？
所以你30岁了
18岁，
真的会骗人。
哥哥18岁，
哥哥，
所以只有一个 resolution。
没有还有很多，如果讲下去啊，3个小时讲不完。是 one of that 啦。不过我想听2位还有什么先？一个是最年轻的 millionaire，
在兰博的里面
所以我想听一下他的声音。
你问我的话，其实 resolution 还真的没有这样子的一个 idea， 或者是讲说，每一年每个人都会讲新年新希望这样子的东西 ，but 其实对我来讲，它就是一个 daily 的 routine 嘛。要改变的东西是每一天都要在改变，而不是一个新年了过后有一个新希望一个东西，然后每一年都是新希望，到最后也是没有 accomplish 到。我的自己的本身的话，我看法比较不一样。会是比较是 more towards 今年的 goal 啦。我们讲今年我们的整个 goal 是什么？当然你问我的话，像你也知道我自己本身喜欢买车，像今年我的 dream 呢是很想要完成我小时候的一个梦想。OK， 就是一辆 SVJ。Yeah， 这个是我的，因为我如果真正的今年的一个东西，这个就是我的 goal。OK， 这种 micro 当然很多东西，那个是每一天都在改变的东西。So summary 刚才我讲的东西的话，基本上没有一个很新年新希望的感觉，反正很清楚的知道一天一天老去，然后你的 target 一定要 make sure 做到，就是这样子而已。
在你小时候的，你有没有做过一些 resolution that 你 always fail 的？减肥啊 ，maybe
减肥就可能我不是 Lucas， 所以我不是
不是，你现在是 invite 新的，
对，很多全部 members 进来一起进这个 podcast。那进来全部人先。
He sounds like an interesting person。
小时候的话，你问我没有做到的东西很多了，就好像早点睡觉，不要讲偏话，就是早点回家，不要搬凳早点打篮球，可是都没做到，都是每天。
你有想要追求 basketball as like a professional career 吗？
其实是没有。OK，as 一个运动的话 ，yes 啦，
中学这样子
，yeah， 小学跟中学都会有，可是 ultimate goal 不是一个运动员。
OK， 哇，这个我很想知道 experience and why。
Josh，我不缺钱，我又什么都有，这样纽约但是又闲。
你要想想。
But first thing first, I mean, let's talk about advice first. Okay, because I was the one who asked you to do this thing. I believe that everyone should have goals, like William. I believe everyone should have a target. And I believe everyone should have a resolution of what they're going to do. Regardless of 该你讲的是不是新年新希望 or does it need to be a New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
No. Okay? As long as you have something planned, or as long as you have something that you have actually written down or jot down or put into mind that you want to achieve something, is sufficient enough. Okay? This thing is sufficient enough because most of the people who don't achieve their goals do not know what they want. Okay? most of the people who don't achieve their goals because they don't know what they want at all. Okay, I think I talked about this on the first episode that I joined you. I don't know whether it's your 7 or 6 or something else.
Yeah.
That if you're a very good archer and every time you can bullseye the thing, but you don't have a target, you wouldn't shoot any shit. You can't shoot any shit because there's no target at all. Ma.
But people say shit all the time. Like, one of some of the most common, well-known resolutions 啊，我要买新家这样子。As for single people，我要找女朋友，我要买新车。Okay, we'll get into 买新家、新车 later on ish。然后就有很多要赚更加多钱。And even 我觉得啊 ，quite interesting 的一个东西是 as a New Year resolution 要换 career or 换 job。Not necessarily in the different industry, but same industry, but 它就是要换工 as 它的 New Year resolution. Do you think that 换工算不算是一个好的 or 一个有没有 value 的一个 resolution 来的 or will it just bring you go nowhere? Actually, it's kind of the same thing because you're still working, right? You're still, or maybe you're able to find that so-called better job, but that better job is most likely the same thing because you're not there, you're not experienced, you haven't get into their culture yet, the company culture. But once you know already, it's still the same thing, isn't it? To me, I feel like it's new job.
There are differences when it comes to, okay, you put out a specific goal as in I want a new job.
Yeah.
Come back to the word that I said just now. Do you know what you want? If changing a new job is to get an extra few $100, it doesn't make any difference because you are just taking extra pay and doing the same work might not have improvement. But if you knew what you want, if I change this job can provide me with A, I can get this, B, I can get this, C, I can get this, D, I can get this, specific targets that can be achieved by switching these jobs. Yeah, why not? Because you know you will grow from that.
Agree on 这个种讲法，其实很多人都会讲换工作。其实换工作对我来讲，我有给一点 concept 一下自己的想法。其实很多人换工是很简单的，想要跳薪，很直接的，就是跳薪。其实我也很赞同这个讲法，就是如果换来换去，你还是换在一样的东西，其实你是在 repeat 回你一样的东西 for 10年，which is doesn't make any significant 的一个 changes 在你的 life。OK， 如果你讲说你的这个 changes 是比较大的，至少你在一个新的领域里面，你是一个新的突破，你 venture 有新的东西。这样我觉得的话，这个你的新年新希望的话，这个希望看起来比较明亮。OK，at least something different。OK，compared to whatever you have。跳一个公司赚到几百块 ，it really doesn't make any changes， 因为你还是会 repeat 一样的东西。
对啊
Because the market is fair. A lot of people say the market is not fair. I've done so much, but I get paid so less. Those kind of market is actually very fair. It will always pay you your market value.
对
Based on the skills that you have, based on the value that you bring to the company, or based on your whatever ability that's going to generate much more revenue for the company.
Yeah.
It is based on value. Even though if you're self-employed or you're a business owner, you have a value within that company. Don't talk about employee only. Because of that value, you are being paid a certain amount of money as a result. Again, it's a result. So the market is always fair. So if your value is like this, you will always be paid at that bracket. Unless you increase your value, whereby your target is not set on getting more money, your target is set on increasing your value, then market value will increase as in you yourself getting paid.
OK， 我给出一个我自己的 experience 啊 ，myself experience 啊。OK， 所以我刚毕业出来的时候呢，for information 我是 IT background 啦，我是一个 IT background。OK， so 刚刚我们讲 New Year New Resolution 呢，曾经那个 path 啊，我也是跟我自己讲，我要换一个好一点的工，要 get a higher pay 这样的东西。So for information 啊 ，market 如果给你从 A company 跳到去 B company， 我觉得 maximum cap 你的 salary 是 30% gain。 就是说今天你挑你比较 reasonable 的那个 salary，那个 increase 啊是在30% 左右了，很可能很难去到50的嘛。你讲我5000块 salary，我要 offer 到7500，很难。So basically is like 30%。
对
OK，so 在我刚出来 fresh grad 的时候啊，我第一份工 if I not mistaken 是2300。我第二年啊，我的 New Year resolution I want get higher or I decide to jump others company。So 这个是
industry or
I still in IT. I still in IT because I only know IT. I only know computers. No, but although my face is not like that lah. Okay, my face is like fuck boy lah. I'm not sure lah. Okay. So 我的 experience 是跟我讲哦，其实今天你不管怎样挑都好啦，你都是一个打工人。
Yeah，
都是一个打工人，对不对？都是一个打工人，这是第一点。第二点，你挑的 point 是你想赚更多的钱。
Yeah.
OK， 这样你的 mindset 就是错了。错了，为什么呢？因为你是为了赚钱，你挑，你一直挑，一直挑，一直挑。所以今天我学到一个东西是啊 ，even 你要做一个 franchise 的老板 ，example 啦，我想拿 Old Town Coffee 的 franchise，你 at least
没有到。
不要 Old Town， 最 T Life ，T Life 也好啦 ，any franchise 啊，我读过一个 article， 它是这样子讲的，你就要去到 T Life 的工作，你打工 A to Z， 你会到完，你才去做 franchise。OK， 所以我们 bring to 这个 topic 啦。OK， 今天你在一个工作做，不管 any industry，IT 啦，你做 gay 啦，你做 whatever shit 啦，你 sell 鸡饭啊，什么懒觉都好了。OK，
鸡饭 OK，
你 at least 要 A to Z， 你 understand 完了，你才决定你要还是不要，适不适合。你今天你不可能你讲说哦，我今天我做了1年，别晒了啦，干宁呢一个老板啊，击败啦，换，那是你自己本身的问题嘛。
But it works right？ 你想下，一直挑工 ，OK， 我做1年换一次工啊，quite reasonable 吗？Like 做了1年工，我去一边我加30%，加30%。
Very good， 很好。
Sounds like a great plan。
但今天我问你了，你每一年你这样子跳了，你 maximum 可以跳到多少？
如果是
你觉得？
我觉得可以跳到4-5轮这样子。
多少钱？一个月？对你来讲，一个月你这样子每一年这样跳，你可以跳多少钱
？Who knows? Maybe even 7000。
Compound the maths. Averagely, if you run, I mean, you jump every 2 years.
Yeah.
On average, every time you jump, you get a 30% increment. Let's do the maths. 3,000, 3,600. Okay. Then you jump again, and add another roughly 700. Okay. So about 4,000 something. Add another again. That you become about 5 plus. Then add another again 6 plus. Another again 7 plus. 10 years later, you're still at 7 plus. Whereas, if you really increase your value, increase your knowledge, increase your skill, learn how to become an entrepreneur, or try to do something for yourself in 3 years, you can quadruple whatever that you have planned for the 10 years in terms of jumping.
所以就有 Lambo 咯。最年轻的 millionaire
最年轻
啊，就是这样子来的咯。
OK
啊，
我还没有喝，等一下拿。
OK，
所以其实我 agree on 这个点。其实有一个概念哦，是你就上次有跟我 share 一个很好的概念。when 你去到一个新的 industry 的时候 ，OK， 前面的3个月是给你学习东西的，3到6个月，有些人可能会去到7个月、8个月 ，depends on 你的学习的能力。然后到这一个过程过后，我们讲 average 啦，3个月好不好？3个月过后，你就会用你所学会到的知识去来找你的 commission， 你的 income。OK， 可能这个时间有些人需要6个月。当你刚刚才开始摸索这个 industry 的时候，你还有剩下6个月吧？你真正的时间1年就这样子过了。如果这样子的1年的时间给你跳槽的话，基本上你其实还什么都还不会的。你觉得这一段时间你什么都会，其实这段时间你只是在学习东西吧。你还没有真正可以发挥他的整个能力 ，OK？Because 我 always share 这个 mindset 给我的新的 recruitment 或者是新的 team member， 我都会跟他讲这个东西。When you come towards 我们的 company，first thing， 前面的3个月到6个月，你不要去想去赚钱先。这3到6个月，你去想，在这段时间里面，你可以怎样提升自己？你到你这个 level，which 你可以用你的这些 value 来找到额外的收入的时候。后面的东西它自动会来的 所以这个东西我不是很建议这个跳槽的东西在1年或是2年。其实真正来讲，你要看整个 industry， 有些人 take out 2 years、3 years 才去了解这个东西吧。It's not that fast, it's not that easy as you think。东西不是像考试这么简单，社会是不一样的东西。
可是我 as 一个 professional example， 我是一个 designer， 我会想到一个东西，我有看过一个 post， 就是写，其实 as a 打工人呢 ，the boss is actually subscribe to your services。Okay, fair enough.
Yes,
Subscribe to your services. So 我会这样子的 post 让我想到，这样子啊 ，that means 我也是有拿我的 time 啊，I give my time towards the company, so that's what I give in. So when I feel like I can change 的时候 because what I do is very professional, it's very straightforward. I cannot really go elsewhere in terms of business, or maybe 我觉得我没有这一个 mindset of starting a business, simple life kind of stuff. Yes, you might say don't complain, I got all this kind of stuff. It seems like that's the only way to move up the rank in terms of your salary. 是没有？因为你没有这个想法要去开自己的公司。
agree 也不是很 agree。OK，because 为什么这样讲 ？OK， 这个东西我可以跟你 share 一下。你像 designer，其实我之前有在 MCO 的时候经过一个 interior designer company，OK，ID firm。所以那个时候我是做他的 digital marketing， 是很 shit， 基本上还没有 Facebook， 没有 Instagram。
什么公司？
不要讲，对啊，因为到最后为什么不是老板炒，我是我炒老板，所以就然后那一天我还加人过去找他吃饭。一点点 ，OK。But come back to 那个东西 ，OK。So 在这个 ID company 里面它有一个很特别的东西，刚才你 mention 到 ，designer is always fix job, fix things。其实我发现到有一个东西是非常好的，为什么呢？因为其实 designer， 你到了一个点 ，OK，which is 你刚才讲的，你一直重复 designing 的东西，其实你有没有想过，你的能力其实是你可以找到很多额外的 income for 你的 boss， 你的 value 是可以找到很多客人的来源。我打一个 example 啊，之前在这个 interior design company 其实他们有很多 senior designer 拿着7000-8000块的工钱，其实他们是在这个公司里面差不多5年到6年了，这是很 mature state 的。But the thing is， 他们一直有在 propose 老板 ，OK， 就是其实我们是可以做他的生意的，我有一个 network， 我们带他进去 ，OK。But of course， 老板在那个时候要搬来做人，OK， 所以我就搬来做人。当他带生意进来的时候 ，of course， 他的想法就是我想要得到更多的 revenue。而这个老板呢，他的想法不是，他的想法就是很简单，我已经 pay 你 fixed salary for 7,000 to 8,000， so you need to bring in whatever you have。But at the end， 这公司也是倒闭了。OK，so 这个东西是 depending on 你的老板是怎样去看这个东西。因为其实 designer 到一个点，你有一个名誉，你自己本身有一个image 在这个 market 里面，有一个 title 的这个 market 里面，其实是很多人会找到你。然后你可以带到很多这些 value 给你的公司的，或者是你的 team 的。
但是一定要有这一个 mindset 去想哈。
Yep。
这样 personal belief is quite important to influence 自己啦。你 personal belief 就会让到你觉得你的 resolution 是有用还是没有用 ，whether you give up or not。And how much you put pressure to yourself,
Your resolution is important, as in it needs to influence what you do on a daily basis. There are a lot of people who do resolutions, a lot. Okay, of course there are some who don't do that. Okay, there are a lot of people who do resolution, but if you notice, 90% of them cannot complete whatever they set most of the time. Why? Because they are always setting the resolution at the result state. I want a car, I want a house, I want a business, I want to do whatever, as in what kind of results that I want to achieve. But this doesn't work in a sense that I am looking at this goal, but I forgot actually what, again, like the last round, what is 1 + 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 equals to these results. You need to zoom down what I need to do in 6 months, in 3 months, in weekly, in daily basis, and switch that goal into a daily habit. And that should be what you are focusing on rather than your goals. And a lot of time when we set goals, we tend to do this thing. 那个 goal set 到太 high 了，太高了， I lower my standard. 本来我是想要 let's say 出辆 GT3 RS， 我 变到是 GT3 or a much more common one. 本来我想要买两多的 Vios, but I cannot afford. I have to go to Myvi. Kind of thing. We usually lower our standard rather than look into what I've actually done on a daily basis to achieve this thing.
So this thing is set very much earlier. Do you think lah? Do you guys agree that okay? 现在我 set 了，我有3个 resolution 我要 achieve， 买车 ，get a girlfriend probably, and 照顾好家庭。Okay, so 我 set 好了。Of course, now it comes to the point where it's balance, families and earning money to get the car and spending much more time outside maybe to know more people to get a girlfriend probably. Right, this thing requires a lot of balance throughout the whole year 啦。讲真的，1个月都很快过了。现在都1月中了。When we spoke about want to do this podcast, right? That was in the beginning of the year. So 一下子眨眼，现在是 end of the month. How can you fight with time and balance with family 啦，这样那样 and how to be successful in that way? Because 你有这些 constraints, 你有这些 barrier.
First thing first, if you're aiming for growth, there is always going to be imbalance. You have to accept that fact. Very simple term. If you want to gain muscle, you have to go imbalance of the weight that you can carry in order to build that muscle.
Right?
Okay? In order to learn a new skill, you need to spend much more time on that skill alone compared to other skill sets.
Yeah.
There is always going to be imbalance when you are trying to do something new or you are striving for growth. You want to grow, it's going to be imbalance. Unless, again, you want to maintain, then it will be balanced. Or once you have achieved that growth, that at the mental state or your brain has already become subconsciously, I am already experienced, I know this shit, it's in my Bible, I am already skilled at this thing, then you are at balance. Just like when a person, when he knows how to fix a car versus before he know how to fix a car, it's going to take different timing.
True.
Example, if let's say his Lambo needs fixing, he go to a foreman that is not experienced, it'll take him 3 months because he need to learn the step. Whereas go to a very experienced one who know what's going on with his car, he can fix it in 3 days.
With this opportunity that has been given now, the world, AI, ChatGPT, right, YouTube, all this information. If you're willing, I feel like you can always learn quick and apply quicker. So 我是想到我只是很多东西我都不会做 but then with all the information that is available, 我是拿过来accept the thing and then try to fix it. Do you think that this is a good way to 骗你自己先 to get through life like this?
骗我自己啊！
就是你明明你只是不会做了，但是你要 prove a point, maybe 你要 prove 你自己一个 point.
OK
So you go and
OK， 我这样子讲啊，
撞
从以前，我现在是90年代了，我还很年轻啊，我还没有过生日啊，我跟人家讲我都是20多岁，还没有过生日嘛，过了生日才是30岁。所以在我读书的时候啊，我读大学我是读 IT 嘛，我是读 coding 的，OK， 我是读 coding 的。以前呢，没有所谓的 AI、ChatGPT， 全部要自己来的，你懂吗 ？HTML open bracket， 叭。现在啊 ，make me a website enter， 叭出完了 ，right？So 很方便。那今天哦，如果你讲说 services line 的话啦，就很难被取代嘛。除非你是讲像这种哦 ，even design 这个行业啊，
对，
也是应该是有 AI 可以 replace 啦，
对，
也是可以 replace 啦。But I believe 啦，很多 profession 啊，都需要你们这种来去帮忙的。Example， 今天我叫一个 AI 帮我 design 一个 posting， 都不会是我理想要的东西，我还是要找你这种 professional 来帮我去 settle 这个问题嘛，对不对？这样这一点你只能通过你刚刚所谓讲的 AI 什么去帮助你，不是完成你的所谓的刚刚讲什么 resolution， 好像刚刚 Josh 也是有讲到，就是其实 everything 你一定要放弃一些东西的。好像我们每次会跟那些 sales staff 跟我们的 members 讲啊，今天你出到去，你买东西，今天吃东西我不想看价钱，今天我买东西不想看价钱，这样就请你做工也不要看时间。OK， 你今天如果你 expect 10点到7点9点到5点 ，I'm so sorry， 你看东西就是看10块20块100块。如果今天你可以 accept 我做工我是不看时间，我几点我照做。Congratulations， 有一天你出去吃东西，你不用看价钱，那个就是我们现在的我们了。所以这个是我的个人观点。所以我每次会跟他们讲啊，如果今天你讲你每一年我的 resolution， 我要换工，我要赚更多的钱 ，but you cannot accept， 你不肯牺牲。
你会有问你的公司的人他们的 resolutions
啊？当然有了。所以我每次啊，
最搞笑的
我每次讲啊，最搞笑就是啊减肥啦。这些那些啦，好像我们去1月啊，我们讲1月啦，每一年的1月啦，从2000年、199年到现在2020年的1月啊，你看到 gym room 是最多人的。你早上 check in gym room 还是晚上 check in gym room， 哇 ，full of people。你 February 去看看。
It takes that short amount of time for people to just give up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
就是刚才讲你要 process， 你有没有 process？ 你没有 process。
If you ask me, it's a question of this thing. Very young, it hits me. Very young, from my mentor also. Also, he's the one who teach me how to do resolutions. He's the one who teach me how to set goals. And set goals shouldn't be only the result. It should be the daily activities. He also say this thing every time for few years. It took me few years to understand this thing. Few years. Every time after I did the resolution, he will ask me this question. Josh, all of these goals or achievements that you want to do, all of those goals and achievements that I write down, he asked me this question. Josh, are you interested in achieving those goals, or are you committed in achieving those things? I always ask, what's the difference? Of course I'm interested, but I write it down.
Yeah.
Okay, of course I'm interested.
Doesn't it come from interest first?
Yeah, it comes from interest first. Then he answered this thing. If you're interested, you will do it when it's convenient, when you have the free time. And you come up with all the donkey excuses of, I'm busy lah, my cat is sick lah, my dog is sick lah, all those excuses not to do it. Only when you're free, you feel like there's a feeling of doing it, you will do. Interested. If you're interested in something, versus if you're committed, or the better word, obsessed with doing that or achieving that. And you do whatever it takes. There's no donkey excuse. Zero fucking excuse.
Oh, I see.
There's a difference. Are you interested? Or are you committed? Or obsessed with what you want?
But that is like a very, like I said again, the very personal belief that you have in the first place. It might take, I think you mentioned that it takes years to understand the differences.
Yes.
And how do you even get to know the differences? What made the point where, I believe he always said that things must happen first for you to realize that what is important and what is not, and then you will change, ma.
Yes. If you ask me, yes. So at a younger point of time, we are always interested in things. We will try this. Okay? What actually changed me was I always set high goals. Really high goals. At 18 years old, I'm talking about being millionaire, those kind of bullshit things, okay? Okay? It's not a bad thing again, but it's not realistic. In a sense that 18 years old, you want to become a millionaire. 18 years old, you want to drive a Lambo or drive a Ferrari. Again, same mentor. You break down the pieces into, I have to celebrate small achievements first.
And this sounds a bit like how you train a dog, you know?
Yes. Right. Humans are not that different from dogs. Yes. It's true if you notice. Okay? So we have to celebrate small achievement first in order for you to really get into the thing rather than being interested. We are always setting the goal too high at first, and we get disappointed. Once we get disappointed, we are all human, we don't feel good.
Demotivate.
We demotivated, and we don't feel good, demotivated leads to disinterest. When it disinterest, you will totally lose the commitment. So it's very important to celebrate small success first.
So like this thing, I really don't do much. I don't do at all actually. Every time when a project is completed, I'll always like next. I don't know. Maybe if with the rewarding system, if I reward myself a bit, I will continue. But I feel like not doing it right, I'm still able to continue lah. Maybe in a much, how to say, not as motivated as if I was rewarded. Sometimes my girlfriend would tell me that, hey, if we do 10 episodes for this podcast, we will get this thing, this equipment that I could upgrade a bit. It's like, yeah, okay. But I'm still doing other stuff at the same time. I'm still keeping myself busy. No reward whatsoever for myself. But I came to like the process of just working. I can't imagine one day if I just rest. Even when I go to a vacation, right, with my girlfriend, I was like doing my work. So I don't know, that obsession became, I don't really need that reward anymore. But since you said it like this, it feels like what has impacted me is, should I do that or should I try that? And what kind of reward can I give myself?
If you're not disappointed with what you're doing,
Yeah.
and you feel that there's progress, there's no need for reward. Unless you don't feel that satisfaction from what you're doing, then you might need to think of it. It's very different. Sometimes, again, interest and committed is a different thing. Interest, you will just... But if you're already committed, there's no need for rewarding. Just like somebody else, if you want him to go to a gym, those committed one like Nick, he will go himself, he doesn't need reward system, he doesn't need any shit. Whereas people like me, I hate going to gym, I need reward system. You get what I mean? So there is a difference in terms of how committed are you and how interested in you.
How do you run your businesses? How do you reward your employees?
No, actually, you see, just now what we said, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the result is your reward. The result, 你的结果其实就是你 set 了一个 goal。OK， 刚才讲 interest 还是 commit 嘛？你 commit 了啊，你 success 了啊，那个就是你的 reward。For me 啦 ，for me 那个是他的 reward。今天如果我的 staff 讲，我想要 fight 一个 sales 一个 target，so 他要 fight 啊，如果他是 commit 的去做啊 ，end up 他会有那个 reward， 他自己会得到，他自己会开心。我们只是一起跟他 celebrate， 他 enjoy 那个 moment 罢了。
Celebration is not considered a reward lah.
No, celebration is considered as also a reward.
Yes， 他有那个 attention seeker， 他不是 alone 啊，他不是自己 fight 罢了，他一 fight 成功，全部人一起跟他，哇，嘿哈。
It's very depending on also the industry that we are in. Okay, when it comes to sales, there are a lot of disappointments. Whereas design, there's not much because design is much more of a personal taste, much more of how other people will agree with your design. But it is also good that when it comes to goals or whatever, okay, we need to start that system whereby to keep us going. What do I mean by system who keep us going?
Yeah.
Okay, there's this saying, if you do not rise to the level of your goal, okay, we need to rise to the level of a goal. If we do not rise to the level of our goal, we will fall down to the level of our system.
Let me digest this. System?
System as in, you need something that keep you going.
Right.
That's a system because you have set a goal
Yeah.
that you want to achieve that you know you need to do something else.
Right.
Okay? You must have a system whereby you keep yourself going. If you do not rise to that level of that goal, whereby you increase your value, you increase your skill, you increase your knowledge, it will fall back down to the level of your system because you have set a routine, you have set a daily thing, you have set a minimum requirement that I have to do. Okay, either you rise to that or you fall to that system. If your system is, I do not have a system, I am fucking lazy, I do it when I feel like doing it, then that is going to be the level you're going to be.
True.
Okay? Because, give you another example, 100-meter run. Every single participant have same goal. Same goal is to win that 100-meter run.
Some wants to end the race.
But it will who wins is going to fall down to how they train and how they prepare for that race. It's not luck. It falls down to the system. Everyone has the same goal. Just like everyone wants to be rich, everyone wants to be a millionaire, everyone wants to become successful. That is the goal. But what is your system? What is your preparation? What is your training?
Do you guys set this for your? Do you guys have to take up your own? What do you call this? 你的自己的 out of your own free time to help people think about this because you're trying to influence them, correct? Sometimes it's a bit hard, so you do your best to take out your own free time to tell them all these stories or examples or systems that you set for them. Some of them they don't appreciate or take into action or go with the system, or like you said. What do you think of these people who listen halfway but don't do, the other half they just let loose?
Actually， 这个东西可以 share 一下一个东西，就是之前我有看过 Tony Robbins，他有讲过有2个方式，其实是最好去影响到你的 teammate 或者是你的身边的人。OK， 第一个方式呢，就是你换他的 state。OK， 基本上你换一个人的 state，for example， 如果 let's say 他是一个什么样的状态，你能改变他的状态，基本上你在改变他的成绩。OK， 基本上这个东西是 link with 他的刚才我们讲的 system。OK， 因为我们知道每个人都有不同的状态。OK， 比如讲 ，OK，Dan 他是一个 future 的这个 Porsche Taycan 的一个owner。OK， 像我今天想要改变他，我想 no good，Porsche is not Lambo。我们要 break down into details， 就是我开始要跟 Dan 讲的东西，就是他的 detail。你看 Lamborghini 多好 ，OK， 多么的 reliable。OK， 这样等等之类，就是这样子去 break down into 很小很小的东西，去改变他的一个 state of mind。我们这样讲，当你改变一个人的 state of mind 过后，你就会改变他的成绩，而不是只是成绩而已。OK， the result 的 outcome。OK， 第二个方式 ，Tony Robbins 讲的东西就是你要 understand 一个人的 blueprint。每个人都有他自己的相信的东西。People have their own belief。OK，people have their own fear。别人他自己怕过什么东西，他的背景 ，OK， 或者是他自己的生活的价值。好像有些人，好像刚才我们拿回那个100个米的，好像刚才你有提到一个东西，有些人是为了跑完而跑完，而不是一定要拿到冠军。OK， 所以这些东西等等之类，我们要改变他的这个想法之前，我们要先了解他的现在的处境、他的环境，所以要多沟通。as in 你跟你的 team member，OK， 这个东西其实是跟我们的生活作息很像。就像刚才我们提到的那个 system 这样子，如果我们每一天就是很懒惰 ，OK， 基本上就是你就是想要懒 ，OK， 你就想要逃避。OK， 你想要我们讲 fear of accepting the fact that 那个 result， 这样子的话，基本上你就会，当你一做一个东西的时候，你做不成的时候，你就会 go back down， 一直在 go back down， 它就变成了一个你很常出现的 routine。基本上你要再出来从这个地方的时候是很辛苦的。
Your routine is your system.
Yes.
Your routine is your system already. So if 你是懒，你是什么刚才讲的所有的东西，就是他的 system 了。That is his level of system。
对，好像我也是之前我们讲回那个100米赛跑了，我之前也是每次跟我的 staff 讲一个东西很简单的，我们有5个 Olympic， 我们讲 Olympic 5个人要赛跑100米这样你觉得这5个人是 top of the top，best of the best，am I right？
Yeah。
这样今天我问你一个很简单的问题他们的目标是什么
Must be your number one。
OK， 这个是大部分人的想法。Am I right？
Yeah.
可是为什么 Usain Bolt 每次可以拿第一？
因为他是 genetically born。
不是 ，mindset 不一样。因为他是想 break record。今天我想 break world record， 我不是想拿第一， 我想 break world record。
There's a higher mission or there's a higher vision of it.
对，今天一样的，今天我们做 sales 啊，很多人都是讲 OK， 我要讲。可是他们并没有想到，为什么大家都是一个好像我们讲做 property 啦，很简单的。为什么有些人做到，有些人做不到？大家都是做 call， 大家都是 meet 顾客。我们讲 insurance， 为什么有些人是 MDRD， 有些人还要我天天打 call， 天天 meet client， 我就是没有。就是第一，我能讲的东西就是我们华语有一句话讲啊，物以类聚啊，近朱者赤，近墨者黑。OK， 这个 banana 不好啊。OK， 我 explain 给你听啊。
Yeah, please.
就是
In 3 words, change your friends.
change your friends 啊，对，这是对的，这是对的。今天你 influence 嘛，我们讲这 influence 这个 topic， 这样你跟一个猪，你就变猪咯；你跟一般猴子，你就变猴子咯。下次我们会请那个猴子来。对，今天我们先讲认真的 ，OK？ 这样今天你跟一个精英，你怎样都会变精英。好像今天我们讲做 cold call 啦，很多人都做 cold call， 我相信我们的 audience 很多都是做 cold call 的，像做 sales 啊。今天你不一个人很懒惰不做工，他身边10个人全部都做工，他今天怎样嗨的呀？他假都好了，假做给我们看了，他对拿电话来 call， 这个就是 the power of influencing。OK， 当然了，领导也是很重要了。说领导有几重要嘞？等一下我们才来讲。
OK， peer pressure like 你们讲到他们的 surrounding 给到他们这个 environment that they have to succeed because everyone is going there, you know, everyone is running, and if you don't run, you fall behind. You said that before. So, how much can peer pressure change a person's resolution? And do you think if it's as effective as changing your own? I mean, I already know the answer is, of course, you say individually, if you change your own mindset, that will be best. But I think for many of the people out there, they don't have that ability. They're not born with that ability, maybe. They have not experienced that kind of trauma or whatever bad stuff that has happened. So, how much peer pressure or what ways can peer pressure, right, influence that person? Yeah.
Very simple thing as in animal instincts, okay? Everyone say this word, I think you know this word, monkey see, monkey do. It doesn't need skills or it doesn't need to be born with a certain... there's only 1% of the population are geniuses. Only 1% in the world, you know. 99% of the population, if they want to be successful, they can only grind, they can only push themselves, they can only hustle in order to achieve that thing. If your surrounding friends, 5 of your friends are asshole, you're automatically an asshole. If you don't feel like being an asshole, you will leave them. It's an automatic thing. If you either you join them or you leave them. You will never. There's no such thing as you have a group of friends, close friends. Okay, I don't talk about those occasional 1 year kind of friend, 1 year meet once kind of friend. Okay, if you're a close friend, you would be just like how they think, because words do influence.
Yeah.
Okay, your touch do influence, as in how you act or how you will mirror the person next to you. You will mirror your parents. You will mirror your inner circle. You will definitely do that. So apple do not fall far from the tree. It's true. Because these people, 中文讲，如果你要鹤立鸡群的话啦，他们会拉回你下来的。为什么这样讲？他们不觉得。This story is something similar to whatever Charlie said on the last episode. 他讲的那句话，他的朋友讲你变了。
对，
这个是真的嘛？OK， 我们的思想会变了，鹤立鸡群。But if I listen to that fella, my close friend, before I was trying to stand up, I will go back down. I will lower down my think. Okay,
on the standard.
Yeah.
Lower down the standard.
I let low.
But a lot of people are actually afraid of these 3 words: change your friend. Why? Because they are afraid of what's going to happen after they change a friend. Because every time when you try to change a friend or a group of friends, there is always going to be a gap. whereby you want to seek for somebody that you want to follow, or seek for somebody that's higher value, or seek for somebody you can learn from, there's a gap of loneliness.
Yeah.
Because this group of friends, I already know it's not going to help me become successful. So when I leave them, there's this gap of loneliness. Some people we are mammals. Mammals need love. Mammals need attention, okay? Some people are just afraid of this gap and they go back to their old friends. Where else they forgot this gap before they go and meet the higher level friends. They need to actually upgrade themselves first before the new group of friends can accept them.
Yeah. They have to change.
So it is good that actually that gap is a time for you to disappear and grow and upgrade yourself without any distraction.
这个东西我很赞同这个说法，因为其实上个 episode 我讲到，就是以前我是做吃的，我做过饮食。其实那个时候我一般所谓的 brother，OK，、物以类聚 ，OK，、基本上近朱者赤，近墨者黑。很坦白讲 ，OK， 我们做完工过后收工2点半3点，一定是去钓花 ，OK， 这是我们的culture 来 ，OK。But the thing is that 我有 realize 到这个东西我很有深处的时候。我还记得，当我脱离 F&B 的时候，那个时候我离开了这一班朋友 ，because 我觉得我看不到任何价值在那边，我看不到我未来3年、未来5年，我跟他们合作不到任何东西的时候，我开始跳出来，我在找着新的一班我可以学东西的朋友。这段时间坦白讲是
寂寞难耐，
很寂寞了。你晚上找人家喝茶，又要找回同一班人呢？不可能吧？你都已经讲说你想要找另外一班人。当然，你要去找到这一班人的时候，他们有一定的条件，whether他们要接受你没有，是一回事来的。所以刚才讲那个 gap， 你要去approach到更强的人、更有实力的人，你是必须要提升的。这段时间其实那个时候我 take around 4 to 5 months， 我很深刻这段时间。这4 to 5 months 是我们讲的光辉岁月 ，OK， 那个时候赚到很多钱 ，OK， 蛮不错的。可是这段时间我静了下来 ，OK， 我真正的去了解到什么叫做自修的东西，我也去上了什么课程也好，读了书 ，OK， 去学东西 ，improve 东西 ，so that 我可以 start 一些 conversation 跟更 higher end 的这一个 environment start 这个 point。那坦白讲，如果5年前或者是10年前这个时候我相信你们3个都不想要跟我讲话，因为我的 standard 就是很 low， 是除了做 F&B 会赚到钱之外 ，you are nothing，you are zero。所以现在现在看回去，当你讲这个东西的时候，哇，这个整个画面出来，
要酷了
我跟你讲那个 loneliness 真的很对的，因为现在这一班朋友还是过着这一班朋友的这一个生活圈，还是做着那个3000块、5000块、7000块的生活，而他们现在跟我讲话都讲不进的，我也不会想要找他们讲话 ，because 不同话题
冷死了。
你说如果来，你
变了，
我变了，because 我们找不到一个共同话题去进步，我们找不到一个东西去 grow 我们的东西，是没有意思的，变成是浪费时间，纯吹水。
It's funny also when people talk about 你变了这个东西 it's like an insult. It's funny, you know. When people say this word, it's not on a positive term. They're always going on an insult basis. 你变了，你变了，你变了。但我要 grow 就是要变嘛屌，不然
是啊
because I want to grow, that's why I change. Why is change an insult? You don't want to change, it's your terms.
对
And the funny part, go back 他讲你变了，然后他没有 reflect 他自己，他没有看到其实你现在跟我同年龄，我们同个圈子出来的，然后你看一下你自己现在是长怎样的，然后看一下我是长怎样的，这个不是拦截的，这个是 open talk 的 ，because 我们要很常去 reflect mirror 我们自己的。
But 最心酸的东西我觉得最心酸的东西是，当你开始要变的时候，when you're trying to improve yourself， 通常这一帮朋友呢会支持你的，or those who are peers at the time 会支持你的，
成功了
应该的，你要去 gym 应该的你要努力一点应该的，全部应该的。At the beginning， but when you reaches a level of success，
，Yeah，
they want to tear you down。你变了你以前不是这样子的It's so weird when it comes to this thing. it's so fucking weird when the same guy who roots for you at the end of the day want to tear you down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have the. I think I'm at the position right now. It's like you said, very funny, and also it's a different type of situation where they are also, I think to me they are quite successful in a way because everyone is still doing their own careers. They are moving up, and they do support. Because of我的 appearance 在他们的 social round 这个 circle 里面是没有。I've noticed that they have always asked me like, hey dude, why can't you spend more time here and there? Why don't you come back? Come and visit your brother, is it? I'm just like, I did explain this thing before, and he always support me. 你说你要改要做红人了咯，不要忘记我改这样子的话题啊。So I mean, I'm still starting. I'm not even there yet. But since I don't spend much time with them, it kind of 他讲话有一点点刺的感觉。I don't know whether it's my own issue or they actually mean it lah.
The only psychological explanation I can think of is when you are growing or you are trying to change, why do people root for you? Because you reminded them they also have something to chase. They have a dream to chase. That's why they root for you. But why they want to tear you down when you're at a certain level is you also reminded them of why they have give up, why they have done nothing while you're growing. That's the only logical explanation that I can have. You remind them of something. One is they should chase. Another one, why did they give up? The regret.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. What about you?
Agree. 因为我有一个比较平民版的看法，就是比较容易 explain 的方法了。Very easy， 我们就因为他们讲到是很 standard 很 proper 了，这样我们问一个很简单的问题 for 观众们了。今天打工人是占了大部分的人，对吗？很多人是打工嘛 ，M40、B40都是帮 T20人打工，对不对？这样有多少个人敢直接跟老板讲话 ？True，
This is very true.
OK， 以前的我啊，
Very true.
我不敢跟老板讲话的。我希望你们都懂了啊 ，OK， 我不要讲了。You know, I know, everyone know. OK， 这样你看啊，今天你不敢跟老板讲话，我能 assume 你站在你的 comfort zone，因为你不敢跟你更高的 level 的人 communicate。
Yeah.
因为你 feel 到是 different level，
Yeah.
different prospect, different view, everything is different. But 有一天，你 decide to jump out the comfort zone， 我主动去跟我的老板讲话 ，you will feel uncomfort, you will feel very 很尴尬还是什么很 awkward, everything. What kind of feeling you also will appear?
Oh, who am I?
Who am I? 哇，这么我特地跟 Josh 讲话 ，something like that.
做老板
OK， but 你身边的人会怎样看你？
Damn.
哇，你这个还在哦，
对。
妈巧啊，这个是
哇，这个你们这样啊
那，边真的是 OK。
才在哦，哇，然后你会 feel 到我是擦海的人啊 ，whatever shit 啦哈，你讲我擦海什么都好啦 ，what is my feeling？ I feel like uncomfort， 妈，我 treat 你 as friend as 我的 buddy， 妈，你讲到我擦海，妈吵海，this kind of feeling 啊。But 我 decide to jump out the comfort zone 吗？我会 feel uncomfort for 一段日子 ，the gap，
Yeah.
因为我没有朋友了，同事。我的老板觉得很奇怪，怎么有一个人突然跟我交流
True, very true.
，something like that,
very,
something
very
this
true.
kind of thing 啦。
Totally.
But 如果有一天你成功了，因为你 absorb the opinion, you absorb the advice from the highest level, you will get success. What is your colleague or your friend do you think? 擦海啦，擦海到老板喜欢他拿到咯。
Yeah.
他们不会去意识到，他们自己不要去 growth。
是很对的。
That's the point.
我就是觉得这个东西是非常很好的 point， 一个这个是每个人都会遇到的。
是
OK， 讲到这个东西，我 share 一点点东西。其实这个 point 啊，在我很小的时候，我就没有这个 mindset， 因为我是不 care 你讲小我的。because 对我来讲哦，这个公司能成立有多大，这个老板 play 是很重要的角色。 我唯有在这个 industry 很 successful，就是我可以跟我的老板学。我在好心沙的时候哦，我在 intern， 我是不帮他打工的，就是想说我不帮其他人做东西 ，manager 什么我就推掉，我只要见我的 CEO、CFO，对我来讲跟他们讲话就是2句话，我都觉得 inspiring。OK，
太宅哦。
True, it's true. But the thing is that when 你做这个动作的时候哦，你会发现到全世界的人哦，突然间好像拿那个枪指着你这样的。you go through the system
哦， you are the wrong
啊，你是错的嘞，你那可以这样随便去敲老板的东西。OK， 所以过后我才 understand 一个东西。OK， 如果一个老板是不能 approach， 就是讲说我要 approach 他，我要经过他的 PA whatever，go through the hierarchy。No， you're not my boss。This company no， 我学不到任何东西，我 move on。我对我每个老板就是当着好像他是我的一个 brother， 或者是他是我的一个很好的朋友，我什么都问，什么都想要知道，就当着你是我的兄弟这样。因为我在他前面我也是骂出口的，我想要做自己罢了。This is the real me 吗？我不想要在你前面扮演另外一个角色，我就想要跟你讲说，我真的不会，我希望你教，你能教我就帮你做，我要 accomplish 那个 task 罢了。OK。Second thing， 如果你不教，你也不愿意，你要摆架子 ，no point 的。So， 你问我刚才也讲个 point， 很多人就是因为这一个环境影响到一个人去问问题、发问 ，OK， 学习，他就一天drag一天，你多好的 resolution，you are same，
对
这个是那个 difference 嘛？
对，
这个以老板的看法啦，我是很喜欢问题少男的，我很喜欢问题少男，因为我知道问题少男来到。如果他问对问题啦 ，not stupid questions 啊 ，OK？如果他问对问题 ，I can improve him, I can help him grow, I can duplicate another me. Hence I have more time. 但是有些老板的想法就是，我教会他，他不是成为我的 competitor 咯。但有没有 as 老板有时候我们要反省一下，为什么他要成为我的 competitor？
True。So 老板要 take note 了，老板们要 take note
老板们要听懂，对。
This thing actually happened to me very naturally as well. Like how you always say that, you know, 跟老板的 relationship. 我一来的时候，我就会当着我老板是应该，他也是人嘛 ，you know. I'm also trying to grow. If you're already there, I think I could learn from you 嘛，是没有？
你记得一个东西，越高的人，就是在 hierarchy 里面越高的人，他越寂寞。你不相信？你每次看我的 WhatsApp，Josh 约我去哪里？
没有我做，可是我觉得 Josh 一点都不寂寞。
没有，这为什么？The thing is， 因为这样子，
我的你是寂寞的。
The thing is， 你看这个东西是很直接的 ，because你在上面 ，OK， 你左看右看哦，是没有人。
风景很美。
The only thing that actually you can do to make more friends up there is you build more friends there, bring them up. 所以这个是老板的 mindset。有些老板真的是很怕你做 competitor， 有些老板 OK， 是 depends on 他的 mindset willing or not willing to teach you 啦 basically。
我也是没有想到 ，because like I said just now, it happened very naturally for me. But 你会不会觉得刚才因为你讲你也是这样子的想法，你的人就是这样子，所以这一个 trait 啊，你这个 trait of 你没有这一个 hierarchy 的这个 communication issue 啊 I think that is a very good trait that everyone can learn from it because you are not 很多人不敢，但是这个 trait 其实也是带到我很多 benefit 的，其实我觉得啦，from speaking to my boss or speaking to my leaders or I put my own self into their shoes and always try to hang out with them as much as possible, more than 我的 colleagues 没有。It's not because 我不相信我 colleague 或跟他们没有什么 relationship 这样子，只是 the growth part is there, you know, that opportunity is there, and I can learn from that thing. But no one actually, and I tell all my colleagues sometimes, yeah, just do that. You all can do that. Why don't you guys do that? I don't understand why. But then I came to a conclusion that not everyone is like me lah, right? But this is a very good trait to have, I feel like. And creating long-term 的这个habits, right? When it comes to resolution, what are 你的 long-term 的strategies, right? Strategies to make yourself long-term. We're talking about throughout the at least 1 year review. You do the whole year, keep yourself. You have the ability to tahan 1 year. then only you can review or change, because that's what New Year resolution is about, right? I think if you set the resolution for 1 year, then you review the resolution, whether you achieve or not, what can you improve, and then you develop the new resolution. So what does it take, or what strategies can you give for everyone here to make it long term? Advice to make it long term. Yeah.
OK， 这个东西我们可以拿回去刚才讲了。OK， 很多时候我们 set 一个 goal 的时候我们要 set 那个 step by step。OK，of course it comes with a reward system。Yeah， 我很常 reward 我自己的。我是一个什么样的 reward？很自嗨的人。什么叫自嗨啊？就是 OK， 我给你个 example 啊，这个是我可以想回去的东西，是在 year 2020。OK，2020年 during MCO， 那个时候我在 approach sales line 的时候，那个时候我最记得我的 reward system 是 beer。OK， 我跟你讲的东西是一个很好的一个 idea 的 ，because 我每次都会 set 一个我们的 goal 一定是一个 ultimate goal for the year。然后 meanwhile 我们就是那个 step 1、step 2、step 3 the minor steps。OK，minor steps can be broken to maybe weekly basis or daily basis。OK，so 比如讲。OK， 我做 sales 的时候，我还记得我 recall back 我做 sales 的时候，那时候我都在做 insurance 的时候，只要我今天有做100个 cold call， 我就 reward 我自己一个 beer， 因为那时候我很爱喝。
Right.
Basically 我的血是应该按的是很多，全部是流出来是泡泡来的。OK，because 那个时候我是这样子的 reward system， 这样子去磨练自己。我爱喝，就我今天只有做100个，我才可以喝一个 mug 或者是一个 can。OK， 所以这样子就变成一个小小的一个reward system， 在我的 life 里面，什么东西我都会有一点点的 reward。就像比如讲，今天我要跑步 ，OK， 我带我的狗去跑步，所以我会 reward 我自己。本来早上只可以吃面包，今天3500步晚碳面 ，OK， 所以小小样的东西变成 reach 到你的一个 ultimate goal。Because 我觉得这个东西很重要在我们的 life。很多人就是只会 set 上面那一个大标题，but 中间的那些过程，很多人会 skip。所以我很想这样子去 reward 我自己 ，because 我比较是个人的一个想法，这样子，就是我是比较想要一个人 accomplish 这个拿到什么，一个人 accomplish 这个拿到什么样子。
我会想到你有没有写下来这些东西
？Yes， 我跟你讲一个很特别的一个很奇怪的东西因为 Josh 我讲过，其实我有一个很怪癖的，就是我会读 user manual of 什么东西 of 我的车，我要买的车。比如讲我要驾驶一辆 Lanlekdeology EP9， 我会在 online 找他的那个 manual book， 然后看他的 parts， 然后我就会 based on 我的 sales target， 我买到2粒螺丝我打勾。piece by piece 这样子去做一个东西，到最后完成到一辆车的一个出来的概念，所以我很 appreciate whatever I have now。Because 很多东西是我一个勾去 take， 我去真的是去 study 那一个东西，
成就感。
Yes， 这个就是我的 reward system。It's not a monetary thing，but then 觉得哇，今天做到了一个很好的一个 sales 的一个 figure， 说哇，我可以买我的车的 bonnet guy，这样子去完成一个 piece by piece 的，所以就变成了这个东西不是1年的，可能是一个5年的一个dream board，but 一个 piece by 一个 piece 做到的时候，你的成就感是很不一样。
你讲刚才你一个 tick off is before 你买那辆车，还是你买那辆车过后才
tick？ The goal is to buy the car.
Yeah.
And the parts by parts is the step by step. Today this thing I accomplish 1 tick. This thing I accomplish again 1 tick.
我好奇的东西是你怎样 know the value of 那一个 bonnet？
You can Google it, Amazon 的 every single thing. It's not. 如果你想要找一个东西，你一定会有办法的，你怎样都会有办法的。This is yes, don't obsess. It's beyond whatever. 这个是我很要的东西来的 ，because actually 这个东西是很 influence 我的 life。OK，reason why because 就是 Lanlekdeology 有个 tagline 的 ，OK， 很多人可能不懂，就 sharing 一下。这个 tagline 是一个很 powerful、很 influence 我的 life 或者我的 motivation。他讲的一句话就是 Lanlekdeology is only for real lovers。什么叫 real lovers？ 不是讲说你今天我纯粹喜欢，你就是买一下，你可能会卖掉它。好像就是每天洗我的脑了 ，OK， 买球啦，OK，the thing is that 我从小的时候我就看到这个 tagline 在我的头脑里面。第二个 brand 是叫 Mercedes-Benz，OK， 它的 tagline 是叫 The Best or Nothing， 所以它就出了很多 advertisement Okay, they are producing the first car in the world. They're creating the best out of nothing or whatever. Okay, so the best of nothing is basically 一个很 powerful 的 influencing 的 tool 在我的 life， 还有我的 team。我很喜欢 share 这两个 brand 的 story 给他们听，因为我喜欢，就讲到比较有味道。So you see, businessmen 讲他们 produce 的每一辆车 ，is either they produce the best or nothing. Means they don't want to produce. In life 很多这些东西是我自己给我自己 motivation。Because 我很喜欢看这种就刚才你讲的 online 的东西 ，OK， 新时代我们看 online 的东西去学。The reason why I joined Hubsing Group is because of Mercedes-Benz, and also I'm the first intern of the whole group. OK， 我 join 这个 company 时候是没有 intern 的 ，before this 我是全 group 里面第一个 intern。And the only thing I tell myself every morning go to work because 只有400块吧，是亏钱的啦。OK，I'm gonna perform the best or nothing. So powerful。这些 powerful 的 brands 他们的 slogan 对我来讲是很影响到我，所以现在我自己本身也是很喜欢 Mercedes-Benz， 当然我也是有自己的，然后还有Lamborghini Real Lovers。
我想到的其实跟你这样子讲 ，the powerful brands that you like, they have taglines, right? They have maybe in normal terms it's called quotes for their businesses.
Yes.
Their what do you call their values the tagline. It's quite similar to people like your boss or your leaders who you look up to them at some certain level. Probably you don't dare to approach them, and they'll always give you advice sometimes, or they're trying to say something, and if you're inspired by whatever he or she said, and you are obsessed with his way of thinking, that works the same way as well. If you like the car, for example, right? The example that you made. So I feel like the trait that you said earlier, compared to human kind of when it comes to socializing and climbing up your career in terms of hierarchy or whatever, right? It's good to always be daring to chase after people that you don't dare to chase or don't dare to talk to. So then what do you think about people under your management, under you basically? Do they look up to you?
Okay,
Because you're young and you're handsome and tall. So kind of million.
懒讲话就不用讲。So I sharing 啦 of course. 我自己本身呢，我很敢讲一句啦。OK， 我很敢讲一句啦。So far under 我的都很喜欢我的。During the path that I go through from 0 to something, of course I facing something that 之前很出名的就是改朝换代，就是现在我要反掉 ，then 我也是 go through 过，也 go through 过，就是我的 members 全部要 destroy 我，我试过，但因为我不是一来就直接很 success 的 ，I facing something that is very terrible, okay, something that is very terrible horizontal whatever fuck 啦 ，OK， so and now 我学会了很多怎样去 manage 你的 downline 的一些东西。OK， so 很多人都会，很多 managers， 很多老板都会用他的权力去 control 你的 downline。So 对我来讲，这个是一个 big no，is a big no，big no，big no。So 我比较喜欢就是利用一些知识盲区，就是 out of 他们的 box 的一个东西去 educate 他们。Example， 今天我要教你一些东西。我会先跟你讲一个很 interesting 的 story before 我教你一些东西。OK，so 讲呢 ？OK， 我们做一个 example 啊。这个我不需要 success 没有啦，因为通常我是 success 的啦。OK，
你在 apply 这现在？
现在。
OK，go，
我 try 啊，我 try。我们玩剪刀石头布好不好
？OK，
我们 try to 玩剪刀石头布啊，try to 玩剪刀石头布啊。OK， 我们来 try 一下，我们来 try 一下，来剪刀石头布。OK， 这是 fail 的。再来，没有，再来 ，explain。OK，for psychology side，OK， 最近我很喜欢读这种东西，那以前到现在啦，大部分剪刀石头布success rate 最高的是这个，为什么？
因为你的手掌就很容易开了。
因为在男生，你跟男生玩如果这个男生是很 aggressive， 比较妖一点的，他们通常都一定会做石头。
OK，
信啊，我们去喝酒，你跟人家玩剪刀石头布，你可以 try。
从压步
初步你赢的几率会比较高，赢的几率比较高。所以他们有一个 psychology 就是讲出剪刀的、出布的、出石头的，他们的思想是怎样的。所以好像 example， 我们玩了这个 game， 所以我也会跟我整个 member 去玩这个 game。所以我就会 explain 是一个怎么样的，所以你应该要怎么做。OK， 一个 company 的 SOP 啊，一个 company 的 SOP， 你要知道啊。
我要知道
啊，你私底下再问我了。所以一个 company 的 SOP 啊，只是一个很 normal 的一个 guidelines 罢了。其实每一个人，如果你到外有40个人 ，OK， 你要给这40个人每一个人不一样的 guidance， 不一样的方法，而不是讲今天我一个 skill 打天下 ，bullshit。totally bullshit， 因为 different 的人都有 different 的一个方式去做东西。OK， 当然 as 一个 leader 啦，你要很会去observe。当你一个人，当我在讲到一个 second things 啦，我时常会用的。当你一个人跟一个人讲话，你讲话，如果你发现了 eyes 瞳孔慢慢放大 ，eyes 的瞳孔放大，就代表这个人不 agree 你讲的东西。
就他的 eyes dilate
他放
变大，
变大。
I see。
OK， 就代表他是对你讲的话是有疑问。
不是因为他让你
不是，我跟一个男的讲话让我就有点怕了。
你不是第一次了，
不是第一次。So 这个是一个小小的 knowledge，就是代表他会思考你讲的话，他 disagree， 他的眼孔才会放大。
Which is that a good thing？
就是代表你讲的话不听啊。所以你知道你讲的这个东西他是 disagree， 这样你就应该用一些方式去考的。
It's quite hard to read Asian eyes， 是不是
？For me OK 啦。For me, you don't like 李荣浩的 kind of 因为你跟一个人讲话，他眼神一直瞟，代表他对你这个人是他怕还是说？可是如果这个人肯听你讲，他听了过后，他眼口放大，代表他 disagree 你讲的东西。这样 as 一个 management 还是一个老板，你就知道这个人其实不 buy 你，所以你要怎样换一个方式去 guidance 给一个 guidance。所以这个是一个老板本身要自修的一些东西，所以每一个人都要进步的。到今天我们也还在进步，我要怎样 lead 更多还是更好的东西？这个是一个小小的一个 knowledge。我每天会跟他们讲 ，OK，every 拜三我有一个小单说，小单说，所以我每一个星期我们会跟他分享一些很特别的东西
，interesting
out of the topic 的，not relate to work 的，所以他们觉得OK， 类似这样的东西。
Good point actually to add up Dan's 的角色。其实 Dan 他的角色，他的这个人他的人格是一个很好的一个 leader。As in 其实 Simon Sinek 在他的书里面有写过一个东西的 ，leadership has nothing to do with rank。OK，rank is only provide you authority, but does not make you a good leader。OK， 其实他的角色是一个非常好的 leader，which is 我也是在向他学习啦。OK， 其实 add on to 他那个 point 眼睛那个，其实 Josh 之前有 sharing 过给我们，其实有很多 gesture 我们可以看到的。当一个人他在 present 的时候，或者在讲的时候，他都这些东西、这些动作，你发现到这些动作 ，OK， 这些东西是慢慢你可以去看多一点，你就会了解其实这个人有没有在听你讲。而且我很喜欢一个方式去看一个人到底他认真不认真。当你在好像刚才他讲的小店说 OK 的时候，如果那个人是自动会拿他的 notebook 出来拿纸拿笔的，这个人他 take everything then said seriously。
大多数女生都会，如果是要开会 ，if you make it into like 很开会的 environment， 这样子，他全部人肯定会拿书了。But since 你是讲 Dan 小说的。小店说这样子的
think about
just sit down.
Good learner or people want to learn 他会 ready 他的自己的，就算他没有书没有纸他也会拿电话一直在吵。如果你可以发现到的话，一个人想要来进步的话，the good thing about 这个我们讲 habit 这个习惯是可以真的是很明显看得出这个人他可以去到多远。
我想到也是，当我不喜欢写东西的，其实但是我写东西我发觉到我可以写很久，没有空行，什么都没有了，马上完了。我的手也是很累的。这个是 point form， 因为even 我的
也是很长，
even 我的 point form 是长的，因为我写作我 feel 到东西是我在讲一个故事这样子 So 每一个 even if 我的 point 的话，我都会放去 in sentences 的。So unless 它真的是一个 point，我真的是空行这样子啦。But other than that， 我 feel 到东西 why I asked you just now whether writing down is such a big deal. Honestly, without my planner book today that my girlfriend forced me to buy, that it made me more accountable in my own timing because my timing is very bad. And I feel like even with a mind of wanting to grow or wanting to become successful, right? If I don't adopt 这一个 practice, right, it's just gonna be a thought, and it's not being practiced. Just like a comedian, 他们要讲的话，他们一定要写下来的，他们的 ideas 一定要写下来。And just like 刚才William 讲的，一定有兴趣的人应该会写下来。很多人我觉得自以为是觉得你讲话我就听了，可以记得了。But 我 feel 到，因为我自己也是这样子的人 ，so 我听了就 OK 了。I think I can remember this thing 啦。I think I've absorbed enough 啦，这样子的东西啊。But then after that I completely forgot. If I want to think back, right, it's all gone. So writing down is like very, very important for me now.
再讲多一点，其实我是有点 crazy 的写东西啊。我是尽量把讲员讲的每一个字尽量写到完。好像刚才你讲的这样，你会把很多字写成 sentences， 我会尽量把它写到完他讲的每一个字。然后我是有点变态的哈 ，OK， 因为我不懂你 agree 没有啦哈。要成功的方式最快就是抄。OK， 抄是什么呢？他讲的东西我写到完，然后我用他的声量一模一样的做出来，来 test and error。当然我不能做180%， but 我觉得 practice makes permanent 嘛。OK， 所以一直在 try 这个东西是有点变态的。可是我在写的时候，我在回家的时候，我去复习，我看回来我写的东西。当我在讲的时候，我的画面一直在出来。这个是我自己学习的方式，比较不一样一点。
I'm a person who has good memory. I would consider myself as very good memory. But unless you are genetically born with photographic memory, you might remember whatever the person said or remember whatever points there is. But again, 99% of us are not. So when you learn something using your ear, you will most likely forget 80% of the things. But when you learn something by your eyes and ears, as in you write down things, your eyes is looking at the point, you're listening to whatever the fella said, you might retain 50%. But only when you apply whatever knowledge that you have written down or you have listened, you really apply, you really do whatever the person say, only you have 80% and above memory retention of what they do. Okay? People always say knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is just knowledge unless you start doing it. True. Doing is the power.
Wow. Knowledge is power. I always agree with that sentence, but
It is potential power. Unless you do it, it's always a potential.
The implementation must be there lah.
just now when we had our break, I was telling you guys that my way of actually learning from these podcasts that I do, whatever I spoke about, right, I think 100% has gone out of the way because I was trying to host and everything, blah, blah, blah. So, but when I bring it home and I put it together and then I listen it over and over again, especially when I make it into small reels, those reels are like my notes. Of course, my profession as a content creator makes me need to edit videos. It forces me to learn the things that I edit. So whatever the content that I do, right, must be educational for my own and hopefully for others lah. But it's more like a self-note. At the same time, the benefits of doing content creating or personal branding, at the same time, people knows, oh yeah, Edward is trying to learn. Edward is trying to explore more options or learn, network with more people. So this is the next topic that I want to bring in actually, personal branding. My first episode, I talked with the episode was about relationship roles. And then the key takeaway from me and my girlfriend having that conversation, the podcast, is basically me trying to convince them, the listeners, that everyone should do content. I don't give a shit if you're like a chef or whatever. You do it for multiple reasons. You do it to even because you want to keep your girlfriend aware of what you're up to, and I don't know whether this is a thing for them to, oh yeah, he's probably busy with his thing, he's trying to upgrade himself, so he's doing personal branding. It's a weird way of thinking about it, but doing personal branding has multiple ways of letting people know what you're up to, and who you are and who you portray yourself as. So what do you guys think about personal branding as a New Year's resolution?
小飞象
Yeah.
I think the one who really started it is him.
Yeah.
But again, come back to the topic today. He doesn't have enough influence. He doesn't have enough influence because he has a habit of he has that kind of things. But me as I would say as a leader, okay, I don't need to do personal branding. Why? Okay, I think the answer is obvious. But for me to influence others, I think I need to become a role model. Because I think by practicing what you preach, people will only listen. If not, you are only preaching.
Yes.
You have to practice what you preach. Then people will start to follow because it influenced them to do rather than you try to control or force them to do. I've been talking about this personal branding to all of the leaders that is with me for 1 year. But preaching, no use. Until I start, then suddenly everyone is starting as well.
Yeah. I can feel that also. Yeah.
So practice what you preach.
Is that your New Year's resolution to do? And what kind of followers are you expecting to gain this year?
I'm also curious.
If you ask me in terms of followers, I am not looking at the target. I'm not looking at a target of 10,000, 20,000, whatever. I'm focusing on what kind of value that I can create. And those who like me, my things, okay, not everyone like my things, okay. I cannot expect everyone to like me. Okay. Those who like me, they can follow. Okay. At least I know I'm doing something that I love first. Okay. I'm teaching or preaching or coaching something that I love first to the people who follow me. Then 你要 follow 就 follow. I don't want to force a number of followers. It is not supposed to be a goal.
I think that your goal
My goal is supposed to be I need to consistently do it, make it a habit, practice what I preach, and continuously growing my content as in how to make it better. That is the goal. It's not about achieving certain followers.
because technically you don't really need it as well, right?
I don't need it.
Yeah, you don't.
小飞象 needed a lot of followers.
小飞象, you started since the day I know you, you're already doing it.
So, sorry.
I think personally he love it as well.
Yeah, enjoy it. Do you like the namesake, or do you like to show people your lifestyle? What is it?
For 上次我们的上一集有没有谈到，就是 influencing 的 power 这样子的东西， 就是你怎样去吸引人。
Yeah.
OK，其实做这个小飞象啦，就是抖音。OK，actually 这个东西是 out of the mind、out of the blue 的，是因为那时候在我们在这个office 的时候，那时候没有什么东西做，他们就叫我去 download 一个东西叫做 Bigo Live。OK，Bigo Live 是看人唱歌嘛。
看女就看女啦，
看着唱歌是掉啊一样的。可是我还得 reload 过啦。这个有一个content creator， 他就讲 content creator， 你是Malaysia 啊？Malaysia 很少人用抖音哦，你有用抖音嘛 ？OK， 那个时候我才 approach 因为抖音是这样子的东西。然后那个时候我也是在 MCO 的时候开这个抖音的东西。其实抖音里面呢，主要的成分 ，first of it 呢是。坦白讲一句话啦 ，OK， 是很多女子
finally I do something bullshit
Instagram 很多 city 安内no， 抖音是华人而已 ，OK，first target audience clear 华人 ，OK，second 原因呢，其实那个时候我们在 expanding 的时候，真的是很需要到 一定的人才，一定的才华。其实我有4个 account 的 ，OK， 3个已经中 ban 了 ，OK， 所以剩下最后一个。所以为什么会中 ban？其实那个时候我是来做 recruitment。OK， 然后我的 posting 是通常是可以走到100千到几百千这样子的 followers，followers reach out，OK， 这样子的东西。其实那时候吸引到的人都是比较 ambitious 的人，而且这些人会觉得就是哇，我看到你驾跑车，诶，我看到你的 lifestyle， 诶，一下子在杜拜，一下子在这个在哪里这样。OK，I only respect people who come here and ask me，Hey William。他说叫我小飞象了，哎，小飞象，
向总，
向总，他在总了，向总 ，OK， 他们就会问，其实你是在做什么的？我的生活遇到一点困难，你可以给我一点 idea concept。我现在在 MCO， 我需要做哪一行 ？OK， 这些人就是好像刚才我们提到的，敢问的人，敢 approach 你的人。很多人刷抖音的时候刷过 next， 看到人家排名车、排名表就是过 like 过 ，but no value。这些人他们来到我的身上的时候，就是来问我这些问题的时候，我尽量的能回就回，基本上我是 reply 到完的 ，OK。然后第二，如果有 fit in job opportunity 的，我一定会介绍 ，it's either to my company or to my maybe partner's company or whatever。所以这些就是一些 value 的，你敢问先，because 我不可能 eventually 不可能就是每个人去问，哎，你要做工吗？哎，你要做工吗？不可能的。But 这些人他们就是好像刚才我们谈到的。他们是因为你的 posting 看到你的生活，他们想要向往你这样子的生活，所以其实你问我，知道这个东西是 out of 不懂得为什么会变成一个小网红这样子啦。
反正就喜欢上那一个感觉啊。
喜欢的感觉是你去喝酒的时候有人请你喝酒，
这是 basically 红人咯。
小红人，
小飞象小红人。那你也是会不会觉得现在你会把这个personal branding 做成你的 New Year's resolution? Too late.
今年 yes 啦。Previously, I mean, last year 啦 we do have this kind of a target.
Set by whom?
Not sure lah. Among here lah. No, I don't say the name lah. Okay, I don't say the name lah.
Charlie.
Unfortunately, I'm not doing. I try to be, but not consistent. Because why? It's not the interest. As we say just now, not the interest, and I'm not gonna commit. Okay, like as we said earlier, right? We're not gonna commit, and it's not in our interest. And now we have a role model. Okay, have a role model. So the role model, I believe, is sitting here lah. Okay, and of course, it's my boss. Okay, so we know that. Okay, we're gonna follow the step, gonna follow the path. So I trying to do, and of course, being forced. As we know that pressure is very important. For me, I'm gonna work in pressure and I'm gonna improve. If not, that is a comfort zone. Okay, so 压力咯，你一定要做啊。Then what is the pressure? I let you know 啊。Per month, how many followers? Per month, how many posting? It's very precise. You have to do according like I give you a timetable. You have to follow. And this, my boss purposely hire a person that monitor this thing. It's you know, okay, we say crazy, we say anything, but it's good. At least if he don't hire this kind of
accountability person,
I'm not gonna do that.
Yes.
I'm not totally gonna open a new IG account or TikTok or whatever shit social media to start with this thing.
Are you glad though? Are you glad that this thing happened, or is it 在你自己的想法中啊，你会觉得
the dopamine effect kick in really
Yes,
the first video, second video now, I really have idea for my third video.
So you guys need to roll, you know? Yes. So of course lah, 这个是一个过程。Okay, from the first video is not really not that kind of traffic lah. I can say no traffic lah. And the second video is okay. Then the third video is like processing. Okay, this is we call that as a personal branding. We're building the personal branding. Okay, and the purpose of the personal branding we can say as a recruitment. Okay, because of my business, I need the recruitment, this type of stuff, or any positive value that we're giving out of the audience. 这个是我们为什么会去做 personal branding 嘛，对不对？现在，所以为什么你会做 broadcast？ 因为你想给更多人看到一些 value 这样的东西。So 可能我的 idea 是给大家看到我很搞笑， 可能我生来就是一个笑话，I'm not sure，很好笑还是怎样啦。But it's a things that maybe people is sad, upset, is scrolling the video. Hey, this so high, very funny, butterfly Rolex. It's a good thing. People makes people happy.
Yeah.
So this is the one of the 小小的成就，小小的成就。If today my boss not force me to do that, others people is not getting happy. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
如果今天 you don't start the podcast, if someone seeing your video or your reels, they're not gonna get the 启发 inspiration. Wow, 原来是这样。
But actually, his video is quite interesting, you know. The day,
Yeah.
那个 Rolex 还有那个 butterfly. Because the day 我忘记是什么东西了，就是 something kick in， 我的 light stuck 的，然后我就开 Instagram 看他的 video， 哇，我自己一个人在那边笑，诶 ，the mood change, you know. When the mood change, everything different.
True.
The state change.
I woke up to that video. I'm like, what the hell did I just saw? But I did have a smile on my face as well. Like, yo, 我就可能你不要看。
me, the world will be changing to. I mean, for the past 10 years, okay, or 20 years, every 10 years there's been a change. Every 10 years there's been a change. But if you're talking about 20 years ago, there's no such thing as this. We are on Friendster or MSN, Messenger, those kind of things.
Yeah.
There's no audience at the time. If you want to get information, you get it from TVs. You want information, get it from books. You want information, get it from newspaper. Then move to a place whereby photo, such in terms of photo. And I think the next 10 years will be all about videos.
Yeah.
Past that, if you talk about 30 years, okay, they start with newspaper, whatever. They start with photos. This coming 10 years is all about videos because you can grab the audience attention. Why do you want to grab the audience attention? Example, we are all doing business or doing sales or working or something else, okay? People want to get to know you. If you are an employee, how do your boss or your employer or the company gets to know you? Resume. But if you have a social account that is active,
Yeah.
he tends to get who am I hiring?
Yeah.
Okay? If you talk about customers, again, I'm buying from this fella. Who is this fella? I get to know this fella. Okay? If you're a boss, okay, or an employer, that you want to hire people want to know who are they following as the leader.
True.
They want to know, okay, rather than listen to other people's opinion of how is this fella, who is this fella, or looking at your resume. Everyone knows the resume can be generated by ChatGPT now. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so in order to know who you really are, that personal branding is going to be your image.
Yes.
That personal branding is going to be your identity.
I would, well, I was almost gonna summarize the whole podcast for today. I actually wanted to aim with this about personal branding and social media. It's because related to career as well, where people who are hiring jobs, those employers who are hiring, right? They are looking more towards their social media. They want to really get to know, because it's not like last time where you look at the results and all this kind of stuff. I'm sure you guys as bosses as well, you guys do not do that. You guys look through who they are as a person and what's their daily life like, and you know, that from there then you extract who they are so that you can trust them and hire them, correct?
Correct.
So that's why I always push people to also do content, because I didn't know that by doing this podcast and cutting into reels, right, has gained me probably more than 50 for now, and I've been doing it for like 2-3 months only. So yeah, 成就感是在那边，100%在那边。And the dopamine hit that you said is not from consuming but producing, and producing is always more 怎样讲呢？meaningful, pure. Yeah, it's more pure for yourself to know that who you are and let people know that who you are as a person. So one last question I would like to end, and this is for William. Can I have a seat at your Lambo?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Can we end the video? I'm gonna put this part as like I'm gonna go to your car and just gonna do some rounds or whatever, you know.
No worries.
Yeah, you cool?
Insurance. Sudah insurance.
Oh no, if I don't get to drive, it's fine. I just want to sit at the passenger seat. Next time will be your Taycan, right?
Yeah, and also a Pochi.
A Porsche.
Porchy.
Next time is no longer roll like anything. Next time is Pochi.
Well, guys, thank you so much for today, and
thank you.
hope to guys invite you guys again soon.
All right, thanks, bro.
Okay, thank you. Let's wrap it up. Cheers.
You want to record me going up?
OK 啊，真的是可以上了没有？隔壁啊，不是这边啊。Shit, fuck. Wow. Ah, the sound. Shit.
V10, bro.
V10. This seat is Alcantara or what? Alcantara. It's rare to see an orange Alcantara.
比较 red 一点，
Yeah.
它的 spec 就外面 orange， 里面 orange 哦。Woods。
小飞象要带我飞了。
It's how we think. 这买一辆车是很多的努力，好像很多人都认识我的都。其实我做饮食业的时候，那个时候坦白讲很辛苦啊。我365天基本上都没有休息啊，都是做 all the way，好像你们要 work life balance。可以啦 ，work life balance 可能你加到的东西就是我左边这两个东西咯。You must be extraordinary， 你要付出的东西更多。而且好像刚才 Dan 有讲到的，就是如果你想要买东西，不要看价钱的话，这样你就先做工，不要看时间。OK， 我觉得是很合理的一个说法来的。
The gang is going to Porsche though.
每个人有喜欢的牌子啦。For me, again, Lamborghini is for real lovers.
And did you watch the video? No, sorry, the movie about Ferrari and Lamborghini.
Yep. It's correct. Okay, you buy a Lamborghini because you are someone.
Yeah. You buy a Ferrari when you want to be someone.
Yep.
他们有没有 complain 太吵了？
没有。他们都会讲，哇，很硬哦，很快哦。You can see we are in 150 already. So this is the Lamborghini, the 精神 you know. This car actually I eventually have 4 houses, okay, which are actually 现在2间在 rent 着，2间在骑着。Okay, so far 你问我这个感觉，你多少间屋子都好，都不够你这个感觉，就是那个你们辆跑车的感觉了。我可以这样子讲。
I guess a lot of the people here do not know the kind of feeling that you're going through. Yeah.
是的确是对的。
Yeah.
然后我的 teammate 很多，我的 members 他们都问我，William， 我想驾你的跑车。我跟他们讲的东西就是，就算今天我借你驾哦，你感觉不到那个真正的快乐。直到你自己可以拥有的时候哦，那快乐的感觉不一样。
Very true.
这个是真的。所以以前我是我有习惯就是很常去看车，看车是抓感觉，抓 kick， 人家讲抓 kick， 是我有时候有去看车的。But the thing is， 我 understand 这个东西一天不是我的，那感觉都会觉得很奇怪的。This thing out you feel the confidence。Okay，because 你有能力赚到那个钱的，你不是用骗回来的 ，OK， 你是用真的实力去赚回来的时候，感觉到味道也不一样。这个是我每次给年轻人的 advice， 不要因为自己本身 OK 觉得自己没有用。See you, bro.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, cheers. Bye bye.
Bye.